Welcome to Siva 718.
Welcome back to the channel and thank you for all the new subscribers we received lately. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button along with that notification bell so you can always be updated anytime we release a video.
Okay, welcome back to the channel, guys. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to go through some issues you may be having with your Prestige A3 Plus R printer. Now, this is the DTF printer machine. I use this quite a lot. Sometimes I go through what I can say are basically difficulties just getting the right print. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys exactly what you need to do if you're having issues with your ink not coming through the wires, your ink not coming through the lines properly. Now, guys, before you do anything, make sure you check your waste tank in the back. Okay, there's a little waste tank in the back. Even if you haven't used your machine, check it, because you may think that you have not used a lot of ink, and that tank will be full. Ensure that that tank is empty. Take it out. As you can see, the tank is here. So, and that's the container there. If it starts to overflow, it'll mess up your ink process as far as it pulling ink. So make sure you just unscrew this and empty it out. If you don't, the waste will start to overflow, and you'll have difficulties in your print process. The next thing you need to check is your inks. Sometimes it's as simple as your inks are low and you don't even realize your inks are low. So when you're looking at your ink lines, these are the ink lines. When you're looking at it, if you see like a lot of breakage, especially in the white, if you see it breaking and you keep pulling and it's still breaking, it's because you need more ink. You need more white ink. Always check your ink levels. Now, also sometimes replace this right here. This is a cotton. It comes with one there, but it gets full, so I replace it all the time. I purchased it's called regular cotton squares, and I just replace that before I start, so you can just remove it. It comes right out. Now, the purpose of it is basically just, like a drip tray. It doesn't affect your printing, but if it overflows too much, it could touch your print head, and you don't want it touching your print head, so you replace that. The next thing is your machine should have cable, one of these. Now, sometimes when you're pulling ink, right, if this is clogged, it won't pull the ink. So you can try to wash it. I would immediately clean it after I pull the ink. If you aren't cleaning this, it'll get clogged, and then you try to pull the ink and nothing will happen. If you have one that's clogged, you can test it out by just filling the syringe up with water and try to squeeze the water out. If the water isn't being squeezed out, that means that it's clogged. So you would need to either unclog it or go on Amazon and buy more. It comes in different shapes and sizes. As you can see, you would match it up to the one that they gave you. because you don't want to pull out too much ink. You want to try to pull out, use the one that has a tip that pulls out as little ink as possible. So when you pull out the ink, it's still going to pull, but you don't want the hole to be too big and it pulls bulk. You want it to pull slowly. It's because you're trying to depressurize, or add pressure in your lines. So that's the goal, is to add the pressure into the lines. So now remember, before you even pull the ink, you have to make sure that your print is off. The system puts itself in a state where the lines are pressured a certain way, where when you pull the inks will actually pull through the lines. If you turn it on, it won't pull properly. So turn it off, and then you pull this out. This is the waste tank line. You pull this out, you stick the syringe in here, and you start pulling your inks. Okay? Now, once in a while, the machine will just run the cycle itself. The agitating wound and the white mixer, basically it just vibrates, agitates, and keep your whites from separating. Now, also, as you can see, I got a lot of ink here. Gotta clean this, guys. So I'm gonna clean mine up. A lot of ink sometimes spill. This is it's a printer. So you're gonna have ink. I know a lot of people on YouTube are gonna show you their machine is all crispy and clean, but if you use this machine, you're gonna get ink. All right, guys. So that just comes along with having one of these machines. And then there's also a closing procedure where you put this in a mold where you can actually move this left and right, and you have to clean the areas where the print head is at, so you won't get no print head clogging. So it's very simple. Don't get frustrated when you feel like the white ink is still clogged. 9 times out of 10, you just need more white ink. If you're pulling and the machine is off and you're pulling, it's still not getting, you probably need more ink. Check your ink. So I'm gonna pull some ink, and then I'm gonna show you exactly what you need to do afterwards, so that you can get your machine up and running. Okay, guys. Also, one thing that you can troubleshoot is if you're pulling ink and you feel like, let's say this line right here, let's look at this white line, isn't receiving any ink, even though you're pulling from the waste tank, nothing's happening. You can always pull out the base here, just like when you first got the machine. You can stick a syringe right in there, and you can pull from here, and once it's full, place it back inside, and then do another pull from the waste tank. Okay? After you finish this, you're going to do a nozzle clean with the PC. Okay, so after you pull the ink, there's no breakage in the lines. You turn the machine on. Once you turn the machine on, you open up the program, and you're going to run your nozzle check, okay? Your nozzle cleaning process. Okay, so guys, after you pull the ink, check all your ink levels, you ensure that the waste tank is empty. You're gonna do a print test utilizing your printing software. Everyone has different software, so whatever software you have, do a print test. Just to test the colors, just to test that everything's coming out the way that you feel like it's coming out. One thing to ensure is that that white base is coming on top without any streaks. If you did your print and you feel like the test is the exact colors that you're looking for, then you're good to go. You're gonna have to start printing immediately. Don't wait, because then the pressure that you pulled earlier through the lines, will start to reverse. So start printing if you feel satisfied with the print test. As you can see, anytime you do the head cleaning, the nozzle check, you'll leave streaks here. That's normal. Usually people switch out the sheets so they won't waste their transfer paper. This particular machine takes a roll, and it's just a little too much work for me to take that out and put in the cleaning sheet, so I just leave it. It's up to you. Stay tuned.
Okay guys, that brings us to the end of the video. Understand that, you gotta have a little patience with your machine in the beginning. Make sure you do your opening procedure, follow the steps, make sure you pull the ink, check your ink levels, check the waste tank, and if push comes to shove, don't forget you can individually move each section and syringe each section so the ink can go through, just as you did when you first obtained your machine. Okay, now if you still have problems, it could be a possibility something's wrong with your print head. So if that's the case, you should reach out to the company and see your options there. Okay, with that said, you have any questions, leave it down in the comments below. If you feel like I missed anything, we all here to help each other out. So if you have anything that you feel you need to add it down to the comment section below. We're here for each other. There is a Telegram group you guys can join. It just launched, so if you want to join it, the purpose of it is just to share information, share knowledge, as we who are apparel decorators can continue to support each other. And if you have any questions, you want to get into the business or anything like that, we're just going to be there to help each other out. With that said, guys, thanks for watching. Take care, and I hope you enjoyed.